The Trump administration, for some reason, possibly due to Elon Musk's influence, is really obsessed with how many babies you're having, right? They want women to go out there and just have as many babies as you can because that's the only thing you're good for in the eyes of this administration. You're not a human being. You don't have goals and ambitions or drive or intelligence. You, in fact, are nothing more than a pair of ovaries and a uterus. And if you're not using those, then, well, what good are you to this administration? They want you to get knocked up as many times as humanly possible. I mean, hell, in his first address, after he was sworn in as vice president, J.D. Vance said, quote, "I want more babies in the United States of America." And then just a couple weeks after that, we had the Department of Transportation issue the memo saying, hey, direct infrastructure projects only to areas that have high birth rates. We want to make sure that the people out there having babies have the best roads and bridges. Anybody else, sorry, you haven't had a kid in a few years, you're going to have to drive over some potholes. Again, just a weird obsession with forcing women to only be baby makers. And then came what most women say is the most insulting part of it, the $5,000 baby bonuses to women that have more than 6 babies, which unfortunately a lot of people didn't know that there was that second caveat. So anybody out there that immediately ran out to get pregnant so they could get $5,000, you're going to be in for quite a shock. Because if it's not your 6th kid or more, you don't get a penny. But even if you did get that $5,000, women are out there explaining, because the men in government clearly don't understand, $5,000 basically does nothing. $5,000 would be spent before the baby's born. Or at the very longest time they would have that money, the moment the baby is born. The average cost of birth, not of prenatal care, which is thousands of dollars as well. The average cost of birth here in the United States with insurance coverage is $3,000. With insurance. So right off the top, just the act of going to the hospital and having the baby, assuming there are no complications at all, $3,000. So more than half your money's gone right there. The other $2,000, of course, will in fact be gone due to the prenatal care and the doctor's visits that the woman will have to get, ultrasounds, all kinds of stuff. Maybe you have a couple bucks left over for a gender reveal party, but at that point, it doesn't matter. Because this administration has no idea how much it costs to raise a child either. According to the most recent estimates here in the United States, a 2-income family would still have to make $311,000, a dual income family is expected to spend $311,000 raising a child. $311,000 to raise a child, but this administration wants to give you $5,000. Here is what just a few women had to say. $5,000? That doesn't go very far. It costs $200, $300 just to buy a car seat for these kids. I just feel like it's really just insulting. If you want people to have more kids, make housing more affordable. Make food more affordable. Another one had suggested, go ahead and tell Uncle Sam that what he needs to give you to make him Daddy Sam. And she, of course, suggested universal health care. If you genuinely want people to have more babies, you have to have an economy that is conducive to that. And most women that The Guardian spoke to for this piece admitted that the economy is the number one thing. Even the women who say, I do want to have more babies, but there's no way I'm going to have a baby in this economy. I can't afford it. Can't afford childcare. Can't afford the car seats. Can't afford the formula. Can't afford any of this. Can't afford the doctor's visits. So if you did want women to have more babies, first of all, treat them like human beings, first and foremost. Second of all, care for them. Be there. Do your job as politicians to make things more affordable for American families. But y'all don't want to do any of that, right? kind of like deadbeat dads like Elon Musk. You just want to be there for the fun part of making the baby. When it comes time to take care of it, you're nowhere to be found. And that is what women feel right now about the federal government. Oh, you want them to have a baby? By God, if they try to not have the baby, you're going to criminally prosecute them. But when it comes time to, change the diapers, do the dirty work, pay for childcare, car seats, formula, food, doctor's visits, and all of that, suddenly, government daddy is nowhere to be found. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.